Hello and welcome to the Midday News on CoreTV News. I'm Nifemi Oguntoye. President Goodluck Jonathan has paid a surprise visit to some parts of northeast Nigeria that were recently liberated from Boko Haram insurgents. He was accompanied by National Security Advisor Sambo Dasuki, service chiefs to some of the liberated communities. The president and his team were in Mubi and Vintim, which had for weeks been occupied by insurgents until recently. Presidency officials had earlier in the day informed the media about the visit, but insisted on media blackout for security reasons. President Jonathan also visited troops who reclaimed Baga from Boko Haram at their base inside the strategic fishing town on the shores of Lake Chad.
And I'm indeed happy with their slogan, never again.
Never again! Never again! Never again! Never again! And listen.
So I'm here to reassure you that your countrymen and women, your government, your president is with you. Will not take issues like your welfare carelessly. Well, occasions like this, operations like this, sometimes things delay, but be rest assured that whatever is due you, you must get.
Thank you, sir.
And of course, you will be rewarded according to the traditions and practice. As the president will surely reward all of you. So I'm here to give you that reassurance and to convey that appreciation to the brothers and your sisters that we're all with you.
Meanwhile, presidential spokesman Ruben Abati told State House correspondents that the visit was meant to express the country's gratitude to the soldiers for doing the nation proud. He noted that the troops received assurances of reward for their gallantry as well as continued support to complete the task at hand.
President Jonathan applauded the troops for proving their mettle once again through the rapid recapture of territories that were formerly held by insurgents in the northeastern part of the country. Addressing officers and men of the Nigerian Army in Mubi and also in Baga, which were recently recaptured from Boko Haram, President Jonathan declared that he and all Nigerians were very proud of the bravery, the competence, and the patriotism with which our troops are now undertaking operations to expel the insurgents from all parts of Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states. The president said that with the recent successes, which have overwhelmingly turned the tide against Boko Haram, the Nigerian military has proven beyond any doubt that it remains fully capable of defending the territorial integrity of Nigeria. The military's recent victories against Boko Haram, President Jonathan told the troops, have also proven conclusively that all those within and outside the country who cast aspersions on Nigerian soldiers and question their ability and willingness to overcome the insurgents were misinformed and wrong.
The Nigerian authorities have also warned on the new Boko Haram plot to recruit some youths into its fold through the use of social media and other sources. They say intelligence reports indicate that the youths, who are mostly children of the rich and are schooling abroad, are being lured to join the Islamist group ISIS. Coordinator of the National Information Center, Michael Mary, discussed this at a security briefing in Abuja. He also called on parents to monitor the activities of their children, who may be easy targets of promoters of ISIS ideology.
To further disclose the successes that are being recorded and to advise citizens on the trends that intelligence had noticed. regarding young persons who are being recruited into ISIS on the social media and other such opportunities, and to call on parents, particularly Nigerian parents that have children in school abroad, to monitor the activities of their children, and for citizens at home to also make sure that they heighten the alert, security alert around them, because of the possibility of this Boko Haram resorting to exploding bombs and so forth and so on. Since they are not able to face the armed forces anymore as a result of the dispersal, we cannot be too sure that they will just walk away. So we need to increase the tempo of security around us, and our relationship with the security agencies should be much more cordial. And we also advise citizens to take our advice or advice from security agencies seriously and act appropriately, because you can see what happened in Kano and Damaturu.
In a related happening, the military and witnesses confirm twin blasts targeting the Bauchi Motor Road bus park in Jos, which have killed at least 17 people. The park is situated near the Bauchi Road campus of the University of Jos. Military spokesman for the Special Task Force in the Plateau State capital, Ikedichi Weha, says there were twin blasts in Jos, a city which has been repeatedly attacked by Boko Haram. He declined to give out further details, but two witnesses at the scene say 17 people had been confirmed dead, with the first explosion killing 5 people and the second causing 12 deaths. Again, a suicide bomber blew himself up at the crowded bus station in Biu in Borno State, with a second bomber, second bomber was shot dead before it could detonate his explosives. Eyewitnesses reports say the attack happened after 2 men arrived at Tashagando Motor Park on the edge of the town, where one detonated his explosives among passengers and vendors. The suicide bombing is the second this week after 34 people were killed in a blast at a bus station in the city of Kano earlier this week. The death toll was revised upwards from the initial estimate of 10. Presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Muhammadu Buhari, says the forthcoming election is a major step for democratic consolidation on the African continent. Buhari made this known while speaking at the Royal British Institute of International Affairs, otherwise known as Chatham House in London. CoreTV News presents this update on the speech.
I'm very pleased I'm fit, and my doctors have declared me fit, and I'm going back for the final onslaught on PDP. I don't like so much of Sharia, that's why I omitted it. I had to ask to answer so many questions about Sharia when I have closed the meeting with, especially with the Christian community. The problem is the Nigerian constitution is superior. Sharia is put on the same level with customary laws. Its relevance is limited to inheritance, marriage, and so on. So people that cultures and communities accept. So Sharia is limited to that by our constitution. So anybody who wants to change Sharia will have to go and change the constitution.
However, some protesters, whom the APC says were paid by the presidency, also gathered outside to condemn his presidential ambition and his past as a military dictator.
Please, I want you to tell me why you're doing this.
Because we don't want dictatorship in Nigeria anymore.
Why? What do you know about the general?
The general body?
Yes.
Well, I just heard about him from people that he's not a good leader or something like that.
You only heard from people. Have you done your studies about him?
What is that?
Have you done your studies about him?
No, not at all.
No. But how did you come about this demonstration?
I was told, I don't know what to say. I'm not prepared for this interview at this moment.
Nice. Okay, let me speak to my sister. How are you doing, darling? What's your name? Okay, tell me why you're doing this demonstration. You don't really know. Why don't you know?
Is it because of the voting?
Because of voting. What do you believe in? You're not Nigerian.
I am Nigerian, but I'm...
Where are you from in Nigeria?
Yoruba.
You're Yoruba.
So I don't really know anything much about...
You don't know much about politics. Okay, so tell me what you're doing here then.
I came here to, support...
Support who? You can talk to me. I'm your friend. I'm Nigerian. I'm from Edo State.
Is it Jonathan that we came to support?
You came to support Goodluck Jonathan. Why are you supporting Jonathan?
I don't know.
You don't know why you're supporting him. So why are you against Buhari?
Oh, I'm not against anyone. I'm not against anyone.
Okay, but why are you here for this demonstration?
I don't really know.
Okay then, you don't know why. That's fine. Okay. The girls I was going to speak with earlier on, they've actually moved. Hello, darling. Can we speak? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Can you tell us about this demonstration?
I don't really know much about it. Speak about it.
I just want to get. You don't want to speak to me?
No.
Why don't you want to speak?
What party do you represent?
No, I'm a
Freelance. Hello.
Sweetheart, can you speak with me, please? I want you to tell me about this demonstration.
I don't know what to say. I don't really know.
Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it for your president? But why are you doing this against General Buhari?
We need answers.
Okay, do you want to...
We need answers, Omaro Diko.
Okay.
We need answers.
Okay.
I can only work for a few hours a week.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I can understand or relate to their sentiment.
Okay.
The reason why being not in their interest, but the fact that they need to put food on their table, they have to do this.
So they have to do
They have to do this. Don't blame them. They are just a victim of the same system that have been there training us in the last 6 years.
Okay.
Sorry, poor students. These are students. And these are international students.
The PDP presidential campaign organization is also seeking to downplay Muhammad Buhari's appearance at Chatham House as a desperate attempt to curry favor in a foreign country. Spokesman for the campaign team, Femi Fani-Kayode, said in a statement that it was amazing that the APC presidential candidate that refused to participate in a debate in his own country was keen to sell his message to a foreign audience. He argued that General Buhari believes it was more important to win the heart and minds of the British than those of the Nigerian people. Fani-Kayode described the event as a state-managed show of shame, but promised to go into details at a later date. Senators representing the All Progressives Congress say the federal government will next week direct the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Atahiru Jega, to proceed on terminal leave. They claim that the head of service had been directed to serve the memo on the INEC chairman to ease him out of office during the run-up to the election. APC senators made this allegation at the news conference held in the National Assembly complex. The lawmakers, led by Minority Leader George Akume, however, vowed to resist the move, which they insist is contrary to unknown conventions.
We have received information from very, very informed source, a very, very credible source, that next week, the chairman of the INEC, National Independent Electoral Commission, will be given a letter, will be served a letter by the Office of the Head of Civil Service, directing him to proceed on terminal leave. Oppose the removal because it is criminal, it is illegal, it is unconstitutional. We oppose this removal through the back door because government itself knows if Jiga goes wrong, you have to remove him by using the Senate to take him out. But you know you require 2/3. And that is why they are running away. If you postpone elections, suddenly you say Jiga should go. Then Nigerians should be deceived. Nigerians would have been deceived into taking it that elections were extended because there were no sufficient PVCs to enable each and everybody to vote.
The constitution is very clear. Jega is not a civil servant. Jega is a political appointee, appointed in accordance with the provisions of the constitution. How to appoint him is clearly stated in the constitution. The president has to nominate a name of the chairman to the Senate, and Senate confirms. The removal will also be the same way. If the president feels otherwise, that Jega should not be the one to do this election, the president should give us the reasons why and bring it to Senate, and Senate will have to approve it by 2/3 majority.
You're on to Meet the News on CoreTV News. We'll take a break now, and I'll be back with more stories. Don't go away.
Every day, every hour, and every minute, news break in Nigeria. Things happen so fast, it's most times difficult to track and comprehend them. But that's what we do right here on Digit 360. 2015, would you want to come back again?
It's like asking Jesus Christ if he knew he was going to die, will you want to come back as the savior of the world again?
We do not just help you track the stories, we break them down, explore all the angles, analyze the issues so that you can fully comprehend the stories and use them to make the right decisions.
Thanks for joining us again. You can also get all of the top stories on any of our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/CoreTV News. On Twitter, and it was at CoreTV News NG. We're also streaming live on YouTube. It's youtube.com/CoreTV and News. As the March 28th presidential election approaches, Governor Fashola of Lagos State has asked Lagosians to welcome President Jonathan as often as he visits the state. He, however, advised them not to be wooed by him in giving him their votes, as he has failed to fulfill promises made to them during the 2011 election campaigns. Fisher's Achiboye was at the APC gubernatorial campaign ground at Ifakoijai and filed in the support.
The governorship candidate, while speaking at the rally, flanked by the state governor, Babatunde Fashola, and other party stalwarts, promised the people of Ifakoijai to ensure the completion of all projects not completed by the present administration, while also adding that he will also start new ones to ensure that the state continues its forward trajectory.
Whatever projects that the present governor has not completed, I will complete them. In addition to that, we will do new projects for you. And then we will light up the whole of Lagos. Once we light up Lagos, Lagos becomes brighter, and then we have brighter things to do, and then we will deliver to make all of you to continue to excel in whatever endeavor you find yourself.
Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola, while urging residents of Ifakoijai to go out and collect their PVCs at their polling units between the 27th of February and 1st of March, says President Goodluck Jonathan is always welcome in Lagos, as it is one of his constituencies, but that he should not expect the votes of Lagosians, having failed in his promises to them.
They have said the president is coming to Lagos. He is welcome to come. Lagos is part of his constituency, but we will not vote for him. Because when we needed him, he did not come to help us. When the international airport road was broken that he promised us, did you see him? When Ebola hit Lagos, did he come? When water started flooding at Kuramo Beach, when it was going to wipe out a whole estate in Goshen Beach, did you see the president? When I took him to Ibejuleki, where they were losing their lands, we flew in helicopter there. After that, that was the last I heard. I wrote a letter, I appeal, no response. What we have been doing, we have been using your taxes to gradually protect those communities. So you have been on your own, with your own party and with your own government. So he can come 200 times. Will you vote for him? The only time the president works is a few weeks to election.
Flags were also presented to candidates of the House of Reps from the local government area, and the residents were entertained to side attractions just as much as they entertained themselves. Patience Ajiboye, CoreTV News, Lagos.
A civil society coalition, Nigerians United for Democracy, has vowed to resist any attempt to either install an interim government or further postpone the rescheduled elections. The activists, who recently held a simultaneous rally in Lagos and Abuja to make their stance public, also want the National Assembly to extract an undertaking from the military authorities that the elections will not be shifted again. Spokesman for the group says there is no reason for elections not to hold on the new date.
In 2011, a general election was conducted by INEC under the chairmanship of Professor Tahiru Jega. The presidential election was won by Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. But as the nation was preparing for the 2015 general elections slated for February 14th and 28th, 2015, the Jonathan administration commenced a campaign for postponement. Following the refusal of the Council of State to support the postponement, the National Security Advisor to the President and the security chiefs wrote to the effect that they could not provide security for the election, as the armed forces would be involved in a military operation in the Northeast region. As the operation would last for 6 weeks, the INEC was compelled to shift the election to March 28 and April 11, 2015. As far as we are concerned, the postponement of the elections at the instance of the service chiefs cannot be justified in law. It was a plot to undermine the democratic process and prevent Nigerians from exercising their right of franchise.
The federal government has discovered 15,000 ghost pensioners during the ongoing biometric verification of pensioners in the civil service. It also said the exercise has saved the nation 2.1 billion naira annually. Minister of Finance Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala said this at the Stakeholders Forum organized by the Pension Transitional Arrangement Directorate in Abuja. She also told pensioners that the Directorate would ensure that all outstanding dues are paid
in the process of this cleanup. PTAD identified and removed 15,000 ghost pensioners, and they have saved the payroll about 2.1 billion annually from pensions. Do you know that because this whole thing resulted in some pensioners not being included? You heard the testimony of the pensioners who came. So an additional 1,354 pensioners that were left out have since been included, and the exercise is still ongoing.
We are their mouthpiece, and we are working for them. You see, the old system is what matters. We have a lump sum of pensioners that had been a little in problem, like those in 2007, because they have not logged into the PENCON contributory pension scheme from 2007, and they have federal share at the states. So these are hanging in the balance. So with PTAD, we are now working. That is why they say they will have to have the new data, so that they will capture them and they will place them on payment. So we are sure, with the efforts the union is making and with the dynamics of the PTAD, believe me, things will be a thing of the past. So we hope.
And that's it on CoreTV News this hour. Join us again at the top of the hour for more stars. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. Thanks for being there.